I'm just gonna talk about plants. I'm sorry, but we're gonna go for 5 minutes. This is gonna be a little bit of a longer timer. We're starting now. So I'll remind you at each minute when we're there so you know how many minutes you have left. And I'm just gonna talk about plants. So right now we're at 15 seconds, and that's where we're at right now before I start my long spiel about plants that you probably don't care about. Or maybe you're a plant person. If you are, hit me up. Find me on some sort of social media. Listen, my friends do not like talking about plants with me, and I need more plant friends. So please find me and talk to me about plants because I love them so much. If you don't like plants, there's something wrong with you, and you need to get some plants and learn to love them because they're the best thing that has ever happened to this universe. So if you don't have plants and you're looking for an easy starter plant, I highly recommend pothos because those are the most popular house plant there is, I feel like, and they're super easy. Okay, so we're at 1 minute now. We have 4 minutes left to go, and you got 4 minutes left of plant talk. I'm so sorry. Some other easy varieties are Chinese evergreen. They're really pretty. You can get them in different types of colors. And I really like Trichania, I think it is. They come in different varieties, but they're really easy. I have one that has not grown at all and it just stays the same size, which some people like, but honestly I haven't taken the best care of it. But it's still alive and it still puts out a couple new leaves a year. And it's a pretty sturdy plant. It's not in the best window, and I honestly forget to water it all the time and it hasn't died. And that's pretty amazing. It's the longest plant that I've had because it's just like, it just chills and it's fine. Monsteras I think are pretty easy too. A lot of people are into that variety now because they have the popular one with like the leaves that have cuts in them. And yeah, a lot of those popular plants, we're at 2 minutes now, so you have 3 minutes left. A lot of the popular plants that people say are really easy are not really easy. People have a tendency to overwater, underwater, all sorts of things when it comes to plants. So sometimes plants just don't match up with your personality. You really have to find the plants or the types of plants. Like if you're an overwaterer, you don't need to invest in a ton of succulents because you're going to kill them all. Like that's just how it is. So unless you're gonna adjust your ways, you need to find plants that can like adjust to you and that like your type of care better, and it will make plant motherhood so easy, I swear. And it just, there have been studies. So a lot of people think that houseplants will change the air quality. I don't believe that, because especially in our houses, if you have AC units and stuff like that, the air is circulating in and out so fast. I just can't get on board with that. Okay, we're at 3 minutes now, so you have 2 minutes left. But a good thing is there was a study that was done to see if houseplants do make a change in the people that have them, and it did show that it increases or decreases depression rates, which I think is a good enough reason to have them around. And I'm sure if you had enough plants, then it would change the air quality, but I don't think having 1 or 2 plants is really gonna do much for you. Sorry to disappoint some people, but I'm pretty sure that's how air works. I don't think plants can match how quickly your air filters in and out of your house. But they are super pretty to have around, and you always get this sense of like joy once you realize that your plant is like pushing out new leaves and you're the person that did that. So I just think they're a great thing to have. And even if you think that it's a big commitment, you can always start off with plants like the ones that I mentioned before that are really super easy to care for. Okay, so we are at 4 minutes. There you go. So I think I'll just say that, plants aren't that easy, I'm sorry, they're not that hard. And once you have like the basics down, you can pretty much care for a lot of different plants. And right now I have about 60 plants, and I have a garden outside, and it's all kind of the same thing. Once you kind of know, you know. People talk about green thumbs, but you don't really get a green thumb until you know kind of like the basics. And then it's easier to like work with different plants and to recognize problems in others. So yeah, that's probably a lot of plant talk that you didn't want. And we're at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm realizing now that if I wanted to, I could talk way more than 5 minutes about plants easily, probably a solid hour about plants for sure. So we're at 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, that's 5 minutes. So whatever you're working on, I hope that you made some good progress. I'm sure you did. And if not, just rewind this and you can hear some more plant talk again.